You've never heard the story I'm bringing you today before. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Someone rigs Sally's paternity test. Who did it? The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that someone will find out about Sally Spectra's, Courtney Hope, paternity test and rig the results. Who did it and why? The Young and the Restless spoilers. Sally Spectra has kept quiet. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Sally has kept quiet about her pregnancy. Sally certainly said nothing about the paternity test to anyone but Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Chloe Mitchell, Elizabeth Hendrickson. Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, doesn't even know that Sally is pregnant with a child that could be his. Of course, Nick suspected right away that Sally was pregnant after her being sick several times. Nick and Sally have been dating for a while, however, when Sally began choosing not to drink with him, he began to wonder. When Nick asked, Sally told him the truth and he has been trying to help her get through since then. Want more of the Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about the Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? Report ad. Y&R spoilers. A leak reveals Sally Spectra's test was rigged. According to Soap Dirt, a reliable leak reveals that Sally's test will be tampered with by someone. However, unless Victor Newman, Eric Braden, has a plant at the DNA lab that Sally called, then limited people could tamper with the test results. Why would Chloe or Nick tamper with Sally's test when all she wants is the truth? What is this? Report ad. Sally isn't likely to mess with the results herself. Sally wanted to tell Adam about the pregnancy and test both of them. Nick knows that he is the most likely father and wants to wait until the results come back. Nick isn't likely to mess with the results either since he agreed to see what the results were and then tell Adam if he is the father. This leaves Chloe who wants Adam out of Sally's life for good. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Why would Chloe Mitchell rig the test? Chloe doesn't want Adam to be near another child at all. Adam hit Chloe's daughter Delia Abbott, Sophie Polono, and killed her. Chloe has tried to kill Adam twice because of this. Will Chloe rig the test before she knows the results? Will Sally end up broken-hearted down the road because Chloe tampered with the test results? The Young and the Restless spoilers. Monday, February 13th. Skyle breaks, Tucker's confession, Audra's intel. View story. What is this? Report ad. Chloe may believe that she is doing what is best for Sally. However, both Sally and Nick want the truth. Tampering with the test results can only lead to Sally and that baby being hurt. How could Chloe do this to a woman she claims to care about? Does Chloe not know that the truth always comes out in the end and someone is going to get hurt? Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Y&R right now. Come back here often for the Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. The Young and the Restless script leak spoilers. Sally's paternity test rigged. Who did it? The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers tease that Sally Spectra's, Courtney Hope, paternity test will be tampered with. The only question is who would want to swap the results. Not many people know that Sally is pregnant, so the circle is small of possible suspects. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, hasn't told anyone in his family about Sally's condition. He's come close to telling his sister, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, but he's kept Sally's secret so far. It's possible he could tell Victoria that Sally's pregnant during the week of February 13th, but it's unlikely. A Young and the Restless set leak revealed that Sally's paternity test would be switched. With only a few people knowing about her pregnancy, it's easy to predict who could tamper with the lab results. Want more of the Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about the Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? Report ad. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Sally Spectra gets her paternity results. Sally will learn from the lab that her paternity test results are ready for pickup. She will head to the lab and agonize about opening the envelope to see her child's father. Of course, before that happens, we will learn that someone tampered with the results. Whatever her results say, Y&R viewers will know that they cannot be trusted. What is this? Report ad. It's unlikely that Sally or Nick would tamper with the results. Nick doesn't have a problem raising Adam Newman's, Mark Grossman, child, as he's raising Adam's and Sage Warner's, Kelly Sullivan, son, Christian Newman, Alex Wilson. It could help relieve some of Sally's anxiety if she knew Christian was Adam's son. However, that is something no one talks about anymore. Chloe Mitchell, Elizabeth Hendrickson, knows Adam is Christian's biological father, but she hasn't told Sally about it. Y&R spoilers, who will change the paternity results? Most Y&R fans believe that Chloe will swap the test results. She hates Adam with a passion and believes that Sally belongs with Nick. Chloe could let her hatred of Adam get the best of her and fix the result to rob Adam of having another child. After all, Adam killed her daughter, Delia Abbott, Sophie Polono, in a hit-and-run accident in 2013. Sally seems to want to know the identity of her child's father. She hasn't expressed a desire to keep Adam away from her child if he's the dad. So, she's an unlikely suspect in the paternity swap. Nick could swap the results. He was anxious about Adam meddling if he got word that she was pregnant. He could want to ensure Adam wasn't in the picture by swapping the result to prove he was the dad. But Y&R viewers have a hard time imagining Nick doing something like that. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Diane and Jack's lovey-dovey act has a long shelf life? View story. What is this? Report ad. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that Victoria could swap the result if Nick tells her about Sally's pregnancy. It's unlikely she would change the result to say Nick is the father, as she disapproves of their relationship. If Victoria is the culprit, she will fix the test to say Adam is the dad. Y&R fans, who do you think tampers with Sally's paternity test result? Keep watching Young and the Restless, airing weekdays on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. This site is a leading source for everything linked to The Young and the Restless. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Sally Spectra has kept quiet. Sally Spectra has been many things since she arrived in Genoa City: fiery, ambitious, reckless, and passionate. But one thing she's never been known for is silence. So when fans start to notice Sally keeping unusually quiet amid the chaos of Newman Enterprises and the ongoing battles between the Newmans and Abbotts, it raises one burning question: what exactly is Sally hiding? Recent episodes of The Young and the Restless have painted Sally as a woman trying to rebuild her life after heartbreak, loss, and betrayal. Her relationship with Adam Newman was once a passionate whirlwind that consumed her every thought, but after losing their baby and facing constant interference from the Newman family, Sally's world was shattered. Still, this is Sally Spectra we're talking about, a woman who rose from the ashes out of the Newman drama, kept her distance from Adam's emotional spiral, and focused on her design work, but behind those fiery red curls and carefully chosen words, there's something brewing. Sally's restraint is strategic. She's learning from past mistakes. She knows that every move she makes is being watched, by Adam, by Nick, and even by Victor, who never fully trusted her. And now that the business world in Genoa City is shifting once again, Sally may be waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Insiders hint that Sally's silence could lead to one of the biggest professional comebacks in recent Y&R history. After all, she survived being fired, humiliated, and heartbroken. She's faced whispers that she doesn't belong, that she's nothing but trouble, yet here she stands, quiet but calculating. What could she be planning? One theory is that Sally might be working on a new creative venture, something independent, powerful, and entirely her own. She's learned that tying herself to the Newmans or the Abbotts always ends in disaster. Instead of being caught in their family wars, Sally could be preparing to build an empire that no one can take from her. Fans have noticed subtle clues. Her conversations with Chloe Mitchell have become less frequent but more pointed. Chloe has been worried that Sally's lost her spark, but maybe Sally's just redirecting it. She's no longer reacting, she's preparing. And if that's the case, Genoa City better be ready, because when Sally Spectra makes her next move, it won't be small. Meanwhile, her dynamic with Adam remains one of the most emotionally charged storylines on the show. Adam has tried to move forward, but his heart still seems tethered to Sally. Every time they cross paths, there's an unspoken connection, an ache that neither of them can fully ignore. Yet, Sally doesn't reveal what she's truly feeling. She listens, she observes, and she keeps her emotions locked away, as though protecting herself from the inevitable heartbreak that comes with loving a Newman. Could her silence be masking deeper feelings for Adam? Some fans think Sally's heart has never really stopped beating for him. Others believe she's finally ready to close that chapter and focus on her independence. Either way, her quiet demeanor suggests she's processing everything, and when she's ready to speak, the truth will hit hard. Sally's also found herself subtly back in the orbit of Nick Newman. Their connection was once warm and genuine, a breath of fresh air compared to her turbulent bond with Adam. Nick offered stability and kindness when she needed it most. But with Nick now caught up in his family's never-ending conflicts, he doesn't have the same emotional bandwidth to support Sally. She seems to understand that and has chosen not to chase him. Instead, she's letting silence be her strength. In the cutthroat world of Genoa City business, that restraint might be her most powerful move yet. Victor Newman's influence still looms large. He's been watching Sally for years, suspicious of her motives, doubting her talent, and trying to keep her away from his sons. But Sally's evolution could soon make even Victor reevaluate her. The woman who once fought for scraps at Newman Media may soon stand on her own 2 feet as a respected business force. And if she does, that might be her ultimate victory. The real question is, what's Sally's endgame? Her silence could be covering multiple layers of strategy. She could be quietly building alliances, gathering intel, or even working on a project that will shake Genoa City's fashion scene to its core. Remember, Sally's designs once caught the eye of major players in both Los Angeles and Genoa City. What if she's planning a return to the fashion world, but this time on her own terms? Rumors suggest Sally may be approached by a powerful investor, someone unexpected who believes in her vision. It could be someone like Billy Abbott, who's been searching for new opportunities and might see Sally's creativity as the perfect way to reinvent himself after recent business losses. Or perhaps it's someone from her past in LA, which would open the door for crossover appearances and even more drama. Either way, Sally's quiet focus is about more than survival, it's about reinvention. For all her impulsive decisions in the past, this new version of Sally is playing the long game. She's done being underestimated. The pain of losing her child, her relationship, and her career has forged her into something unbreakable. Genoa City might not see it yet, but when Sally's ready to speak, her voice will command attention. Meanwhile, Adam's growing instability could push him closer to her orbit again. He's lost direction, alienated key allies, and seems more lost than ever. Sally's silence might be the one thing that draws him back, because he can't stand not knowing what she's thinking. The mystery of Sally Spectra has always been part of her allure. She's unpredictable, raw, and genuine in a way that few others in Genoa City are. Now, by holding back, she's gaining power in a world that used to chew her up and spit her out. What's especially interesting is how Sally's quiet strength contrasts with the chaos around her. While Victor schemes, Nikki fights her battles, Adam self-destructs, and Victoria struggles to keep her empire intact, Sally stands alone, calm, observant, and oddly in control. She's not competing in their games anymore, she's rewriting the rules. There's also speculation that Sally could be keeping quiet about a major secret. Some fans believe she may have discovered information that could rock the Newman family. Perhaps something about Victor's hidden dealings, or maybe something about Adam's recent actions. If Sally is holding on to a secret like that, her silence isn't just strategy, it's protection. She could be sitting on leverage that will eventually give her the upper hand when she needs it most. After all, Sally has always been a survivor. When the odds are stacked against her, she finds a way to win. Whether through her creativity, her charm, or her cunning, she's always managed to stay one step ahead of total ruin. This time, she's playing it differently. By staying quiet, she's letting others reveal their weaknesses first. In time, Sally's next move will likely shock everyone, from Adam and Nick to Victor himself. It could be a professional triumph, a romantic reunion, or even a personal reckoning. But one thing is certain, Sally Spectra is not done yet. Her silence isn't weakness. It's power. And in Genoa City, where everyone's always talking, sometimes the quietest voice makes the loudest impact. Sally Spectra's story is one of resilience, transformation, and fierce determination. Fans who have followed her journey from her days on The Bold and the Beautiful know that Sally doesn't fade away, she evolves. So as she remains quiet, working behind the scenes and keeping her cards close to her chest, one can't help but feel that something big is coming. A new chapter is about to begin, and Sally will make sure the entire city hears it when she finally decides to break her silence. Whether it's in love, business, or revenge, Sally's next move will define her legacy. And when that moment arrives, everyone in Genoa City, from the Newmans to the Abbotts, will remember why you should never count Sally Spectra out. Y&R spoilers, a leak reveals Sally Spectra's test was rigged. Genoa City has been rocked by shocking developments that could change the future of one of its most beloved characters forever. Sally Spectra, the ambitious and fiery fashion designer whose rise and trials have captivated the young and the restless audience, is at the center of a scandal that no one saw coming. A recent leak has revealed that a critical test Sally undertook, one meant to measure her qualifications, competence, and readiness for a major professional opportunity, was rigged. The revelation is sending shockwaves through Genoa City, leaving fans, characters, and insiders questioning who could be behind such a betrayal and what the ultimate consequences will be. Sally Spectra has always fought hard for every opportunity she's had. From her early days trying to establish herself in the fashion world to navigating the treacherous waters of Newman and Abbott family politics, she's had to claw her way up with grit, talent, and determination. So to learn that the test she relied on to validate her skills and secure her next big move was compromised is devastating on multiple levels. Sources close to the production and insiders who follow Genoa City's power players hint that the rigging wasn't accidental. The test Sally took was supposed to be a clean slate, a fair chance for her to prove herself and gain the recognition she deserved. Instead, the results were manipulated, possibly by someone threatened by Sally's potential. This isn't just about professional sabotage. Sally's career has always been intertwined with her personal journey. Every success she's achieved has helped her reclaim pieces of herself that were lost during heartbreaks, betrayals, and personal tragedies. The news that her test was rigged is more than a professional obstacle, it's a personal attack, striking at the very heart of her resilience. The leak itself came from an unexpected source. Anonymous insiders with ties to Newman Enterprises hinted that someone within the organization wanted to undermine Sally before she could prove her worth. The motive seems obvious. Sally has always been a wild card, a creative force unafraid to challenge the status quo, and for some, that makes her dangerous. The rigging of the test may have been an attempt to keep her from rising to a position of power or influence. Adam Newman's involvement, or at least his awareness, could also be a factor. Sally's connection to Adam has always been complicated, filled with passion, heartbreak, and moments of deep loyalty. But Adam's ties to the Newman family and their legacy often place Sally in the crossfire. Could this test have been tampered with to protect Adam, to keep Sally out of a position that might threaten the delicate balance of power in the family business? Or is this part of a larger plan to test her patience and resilience, to see just how far she's willing to go to fight for what she believes in? Fans have already begun speculating wildly. Social media platforms are abuzz with theories about who could be responsible for this sabotage. Some suspect Victoria Newman, whose professional ambitions and desire to maintain control could have motivated her to manipulate the outcome. Others point to Phyllis Summers, known for her scheming and willingness to undermine rivals. Then there are whispers about Nick Newman, whose complicated relationships and protective instincts might have led him to act in ways no one expected. Sally's reaction to this news will be crucial in the coming episodes. Known for her fiery temper and unwillingness to back down from a challenge, she is unlikely to accept this injustice quietly. Fans can expect her to confront the situation head-on, demanding answers, and potentially exposing the person or people responsible for rigging the test. Her confrontation could ignite new conflicts with key players in Genoa City, including the Newman and Abbott families, and even shake the foundation of long-standing alliances. The timing of this leak is also significant. Sally has been quietly building her own brand, focusing on her designs, and plotting a professional comeback after personal heartbreak. This rigged test could have been intended to derail her momentum, to prevent her from achieving a breakthrough at a critical moment. Instead, it might serve as the catalyst for her next bold move, pushing her to take risks she otherwise wouldn't have considered and to rise even higher than before. There's also the personal angle that cannot be ignored. Sally's relationships have always been entangled with her professional ambitions. Adam's complicated feelings, Chloe Mitchell's advice, and even her past with Nick all factor into how she navigates these challenges. The revelation of a rigged test could force Sally to reevaluate who she trusts, and who she believes in, and ultimately strengthen her resolve to stand on her own. Insiders suggest that Sally's response will not be limited to confrontation. Rumors indicate that she may secretly gather evidence of the tampering, creating leverage that could turn the tables on those who sought to undermine her. She has a history of taking setbacks and turning them into opportunities, and this situation is no different. Her determination and cleverness could make her the architect of her own vindication, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats as they anticipate the fallout. The emotional stakes are equally high. Sally's self-confidence has been tested repeatedly, from her failed romantic relationships to the betrayal of colleagues. This latest blow could have shaken her sense of trust and justice, yet it might also ignite a fire within her to prove, once and for all, that no one can stop her when she sets her mind on success. The ripple effects of this leak will be felt across Genoa City. Allies may rally around Sally, offering support and encouragement, while enemies may scramble to cover their tracks, leading to tense confrontations and dramatic revelations. This storyline has the potential to reshape power dynamics, shift alliances, and redefine Sally's place within the city's elite circles. Some speculate that this rigged test could even be a stepping stone for Sally to outshine the Newmans themselves. If she uncovers the truth, exposes the manipulators, and still manages to succeed despite the odds, she could establish herself as a force to be reckoned with, earning respect and recognition on her own terms. Beyond the professional implications, this revelation has personal resonance for viewers. Sally's journey has always been about more than fashion or business. It's about resilience, self-discovery, and the struggle to claim one's rightful place in the world. The rigged test is a dramatic narrative device that challenges her in ways that are relatable to anyone who has faced unfair obstacles, making her eventual triumph all the more satisfying and inspiring. While the full details of the rigging remain shrouded in mystery, one thing is certain: Sally Spectra will not be silenced or sidelined. Her intelligence, creativity, and determination ensure that she will respond with force and strategy. The drama unfolding promises to captivate audiences, offering suspense, emotional intensity, and a chance to see Sally rise to the occasion in a way that only she can. The revelation of the rigged test may also serve as a turning point for other characters. Adam Newman may be forced to confront his role in her life and the family dynamics that have contributed to her struggles. The Newman family may face scrutiny and tension as secrets are revealed, while allies and adversaries alike reassess their positions. Sally's quiet yet calculated approach could reshape relationships, ignite new rivalries, and inspire unexpected collaborations. In the end, the leak about Sally Spectra's rigged test is more than just a scandal. It's a narrative catalyst, setting the stage for dramatic confrontations, personal growth, and professional triumphs. Fans can anticipate tense moments, shocking revelations, and a display of Sally's indomitable spirit as she navigates the treacherous waters of betrayal, injustice, and ambition. As Genoa City watches, one thing is clear: Sally Spectra's story is far from over. The rigged test may have been intended to hold her back, but in true Spectra fashion, it could be the very thing that propels her to new heights, proving once again that she is not just a survivor, but a force to be reckoned with in The Young and the Restless. The Young and the Restless script leak spoilers: Sally's paternity test rigged. Who did it? Genoa City is buzzing with shocking revelations that could rewrite the history of one of its most beloved characters. Sally Spectra, the fiery, ambitious, and often unpredictable fashion designer, is at the center of a scandal that has fans on the edge of their seats. Recent script leaks from The Young and the Restless have revealed that Sally's paternity test, a critical plot point that was supposed to clarify long-standing questions about her child's father, was rigged. This revelation raises a storm of questions. Who would tamper with such a personal and consequential test? What were their motives? And how will Sally respond when she learns the truth? Sally Spectra has always been a character defined by her resilience, creativity, and willingness to fight for what she wants. She has faced heartbreak, betrayal, and professional sabotage, yet she continually rises above adversity. Her relationships, especially her tumultuous love life, have always been a focal point of drama, from her passionate entanglement with Adam Newman to her complicated connections with other Genoa City residents. Now, with this paternity test scandal, Sally finds herself at the intersection of personal betrayal and professional intrigue. The rigged test is no small matter. In Genoa City, a paternity test can change everything. Inheritances, romantic entanglements, and family dynamics all hang in the balance. By manipulating the results, someone has effectively stolen the truth from Sally, altering not just her understanding of her child's parentage, but potentially influencing key decisions she makes moving forward. Sources close to the show suggest that the person responsible for the tampering had a strong motive. The list of suspects is long, given the intricate web of relationships in Genoa City. Adam Newman, Sally's former lover, is a likely candidate in fan speculation. His complicated past with Sally and his connection to the Newman family could provide a reason to alter the test to protect certain interests, maintain family control, or shield himself from personal or professional fallout. Yet others point to Victoria Newman, whose keen sense of control over her family's image and influence could have driven her to interfere. If Victoria believed that Sally's knowledge of the true paternity could destabilize family dynamics or corporate holdings, she might have seen rigging the test as a necessary, albeit ruthless, move. Phyllis Summers, known for her cunning and strategic thinking, also emerges as a potential suspect. Her history of manipulating situations to her advantage, combined with her desire to maintain power and control over her own personal and business affairs, could make her interference plausible. Even Nick Newman, ever the protector of his family yet entangled in complicated loyalties, might have had reasons to intervene, believing he was acting in the best interest of those he cares about, even if it meant deceiving Sally. The impact of this revelation on Sally's character is immense. Sally is no stranger to betrayal, but having something as intimate and consequential as a paternity test tampered with cuts deeper than most professional or personal setbacks. It challenges her trust, her judgment, and her understanding of those closest to her. Her reaction is expected to be dramatic, raw, and emotionally charged, showcasing her strength, intelligence, and resilience. Fans anticipate that Sally will not take this deceit lying down. Known for her fiery personality and resourcefulness, she is likely to launch an investigation of her own, determined to uncover who tampered with the test and why. This quest for truth could bring her into direct conflict with several major players in Genoa City, igniting confrontations, heated exchanges, and emotional showdowns that will dominate upcoming episodes. Moreover, this storyline has far-reaching implications beyond just Sally. The Newman family, already fraught with tension, will be thrown into turmoil as secrets, lies, and hidden agendas come to light. The corporate landscape could shift as alliances are tested and loyalties questioned, while personal relationships may fracture under the weight of betrayal and deception. The leak also hints at potential repercussions for Adam Newman. His past choices, entanglements, and unresolved feelings for Sally could come under scrutiny, forcing him to confront his own actions and the consequences they have wrought. The specter of Sally discovering the truth about the rigged test may push Adam into making difficult decisions that could redefine his relationships, his career, and his role in the Newman family legacy. On a broader scale, Sally's professional trajectory could also be impacted. Her position within the fashion world of Genoa City has always been precarious, dependent on her creativity, reputation, and ability to navigate complex social and corporate networks. The rigged test could be part of a larger strategy to undermine her, keeping her from achieving a breakthrough that might threaten established power structures. This storyline sets the stage for a dramatic comeback, one where Sally's intelligence, ingenuity, and tenacity will be put to the ultimate test. The leak further suggests that Sally's journey in uncovering the truth will involve unexpected alliances and confrontations. Characters who were previously distant or antagonistic may become crucial allies as Sally pieces together the puzzle of who rigged the test. Conversely, those she once trusted may emerge as key adversaries, adding layers of tension, betrayal, and suspense. Emotional stakes are at an all-time high. Sally's response will likely be a mix of rage, heartbreak, and strategic calculation. Viewers can expect emotionally charged scenes where she confronts suspects, challenges her friends and foes alike, and navigates the delicate balance between seeking justice and protecting herself. The storyline promises a blend of personal drama, corporate intrigue, and high-stakes suspense, all hallmarks of The Young and the Restless at its finest. Rumors swirling among fans suggest that the revelation of the rigged test may serve as a turning point for Sally's character. Historically seen as passionate but occasionally impulsive, this ordeal could catalyze a more calculated, strategic version of Sally, one who uses intelligence, patience, and cunning to turn the tables on those who have wronged her. This evolution may solidify her role as a formidable presence in Genoa City, both personally and professionally. The impact of this leak also raises questions about the future of Sally's relationships. Her interactions with Adam, Nick, Chloe, and other key figures will be influenced by her newfound understanding of the deceit. Trust, loyalty, and love will be tested, and viewers can anticipate heated confrontations, reconciliations, and perhaps even shocking betrayals as the truth comes to light. Additionally, this storyline may have broader implications for the narrative arcs of other characters in Genoa City. The ripple effect of a rigged paternity test could reshape alliances, provoke conflicts, and spark new rivalries. Family dynamics, business dealings, and romantic entanglements may all be affected, making this one of the most consequential plot points in recent memory. The leak of Sally's rigged paternity test is more than just a scandal, it's a catalyst for drama, growth, and transformation. It highlights the length some characters are willing to go to maintain power, control, and influence, while simultaneously underscoring Sally's resilience, intelligence, and determination. Fans are poised for an emotional roller coaster as the storyline unfolds, filled with suspense, revelations, and the satisfaction of seeing a character rise above manipulation and betrayal. As Genoa City braces for the fallout, the central question remains, who rigged Sally's paternity test? And why? The anticipation of uncovering the culprit, watching Sally navigate the treacherous waters of deception, and witnessing her ultimate triumph is generating immense excitement. The storyline promises not only to challenge Sally's character but also to redefine her relationships, her professional standing, and her place in the heart of Genoa City. In conclusion, the leak revealing that Sally Spectra's paternity test was rigged is a game-changer for The Young and the Restless. It sets the stage for high-stakes drama, intense personal conflict, and professional intrigue. Sally's journey to uncover the truth, confront the responsible parties, and reclaim her power will captivate fans, elevate her character, and leave an indelible mark on Genoa City's history. The mystery of who tampered with the test, combined with the emotional and professional ramifications, ensures that viewers are in for a gripping, suspense-filled ride. Sally Spectra's resilience, intelligence, and fiery determination promise that she will not only survive this scandal but potentially emerge stronger, more strategic, and more formidable than ever before, proving that in Genoa City, no one can manipulate the truth and get away with it. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Sally Spectra gets her paternity results. Genoa City is on the edge of its seat as one of the most anticipated moments in The Young and the Restless unfolds. Sally Spectra, the vibrant, ambitious, and ever-resilient fashion designer, finally receives the long-awaited results of her paternity test, a revelation that promises to shake the foundations of her life, her relationships, and the very fabric of Genoa City itself. For months, Sally has been navigating a maze of uncertainty, heartbreak, and professional pressures. From the complicated history with Adam Newman to the whispers of rivalries within the Newman and Abbott families, Sally's journey has been anything but simple. The paternity test has been a looming question, casting a shadow over her personal life and her ability to move forward. The emotional stakes have never been higher. Sally's entire world hangs on the results of this test. The moment she opens the envelope, or receives the phone call, is charged with tension, anticipation, and the possibility of life-altering change. Every step leading to this moment has been fraught with suspense. From the rigging scandal that recently emerged, which had fans questioning the integrity of the results, to Sally's own doubts and fears, this has been a storyline built on layers of tension and drama. As Sally confronts the truth, her reactions are expected to be raw, unfiltered, and deeply emotional. This is a woman who has faced professional setbacks, romantic heartbreak, and personal betrayals, yet she has always maintained her resilience. Receiving the paternity results is not just about knowing who the father of her child is, it's about reclaiming her narrative, gaining control over her life, and making decisions that will shape her future. The ripple effects of these results are far-reaching. If the test confirms that Adam Newman is the father, it opens the door to a renewed, complex dynamic between the two. Adam has a history of emotional turbulence, family loyalty conflicts, and a sometimes unstable approach to relationships. Sally must navigate this carefully, balancing her desire for stability with the reality of Adam's unpredictable nature. A confirmed paternity may also reignite romantic tension, force reconciliation, or even spur conflict, depending on how Sally chooses to approach it. On the other hand, if the results reveal that Adam is not the father, Sally faces an entirely different set of challenges. The emotional fallout of such news would be intense, potentially forcing her to reevaluate her relationships, her trust in those around her, and her future plans. It may also lead to unexpected alliances, as she seeks support from friends like Chloe Mitchell or even unexpected figures in Genoa City who have her best interests at heart. The Newman family is sure to be deeply affected by the results as well. Victor Newman, with his keen awareness of family dynamics and corporate power, will undoubtedly have an interest in the outcome. The implications for inheritance, business control, and family alliances cannot be overstated. Nick Newman, Victoria, and other key family members will have to navigate their own reactions while considering how this revelation impacts their positions within both the family and the corporate hierarchy. The Abbott family may also find themselves caught up in the aftermath. Sally has had long-standing interactions and rivalries with various Abbotts, and the results of her paternity test could shift alliances, fuel conflicts, or spark new business rivalries. Every character connected to Sally, whether through romance, friendship, or rivalry, faces a potential turning point as the results are revealed. Viewers are especially intrigued by Sally's emotional journey leading up to this moment. Her characteristic fiery determination is tempered with vulnerability, creating a rich, compelling narrative. Audiences have watched her grapple with uncertainty, face betrayal, and fight for her place in Genoa City, and this paternity revelation is a culmination of those struggles. It promises to test her resilience, her judgment, and her emotional strength in ways that few other plotlines have. There is also significant anticipation regarding how the results will be presented. Will Sally receive the news in private, allowing for a deeply personal and introspective reaction, or will the revelation occur in a public setting, amplifying the drama and forcing immediate confrontations with key players in her life? The setting and delivery of this news will undoubtedly influence the emotional intensity of the scenes and shape subsequent storylines. Beyond the immediate emotional impact, the results are likely to catalyze major developments in Sally's personal and professional life. Her decisions following the revelation could include pursuing custody or parental rights, renegotiating her relationship with Adam, or leveraging the news to secure her professional ambitions. The intertwining of personal and business stakes ensures that this plotline remains central to Genoa City's narrative for weeks to come. Fans are also speculating about potential twists. Could there be an additional layer of deception, similar to the previous rigging scandal, that complicates the results? Might Sally discover hidden motives, secret manipulations, or unexpected allies and adversaries as she uncovers the truth? The possibilities are endless, and the suspense is palpable. Sally's relationships with her closest confidants will be crucial in the aftermath. Chloe Mitchell, known for her loyalty and occasional tough love, may offer guidance and support, helping Sally navigate the complex emotional terrain. Other allies may step in, providing strategic advice, emotional reassurance, or even practical assistance as Sally considers the implications of the test. Conversely, those who have sought to manipulate or undermine her may attempt to seize control of the narrative, creating conflict and drama that will drive future episodes. The broader implications for Genoa City cannot be understated. Sally Spectra's paternity revelation is not just a personal milestone, it's a catalyst for drama that will ripple across families, businesses, and social circles. As alliances are tested, secrets revealed, and loyalties questioned, viewers can expect a series of explosive confrontations, emotional reckonings, and dramatic decisions that will redefine relationships and power dynamics throughout the city. The narrative possibilities extend far beyond Sally herself. Adam Newman's reactions, Victor's strategic maneuvering, and the responses of other key players will create a rich tapestry of intertwined storylines. The potential for romance, rivalry, reconciliation, and revenge ensures that this revelation will have lasting impact, keeping audiences engaged and eagerly anticipating each new twist. Ultimately, the revelation of Sally Spectra's paternity test results represents a turning point for the young and the restless. It is a moment charged with suspense, emotion, and narrative significance. Sally's response, the reactions of those around her, and the subsequent developments promise to captivate viewers, offering a mix of heartfelt drama, strategic maneuvering, and high-stakes tension. As Sally grapples with the truth, makes critical decisions, and navigates the complex web of personal and professional consequences, her journey will continue to resonate with fans, reaffirming her role as one of Genoa City's most compelling and resilient characters. The paternity results are not just a revelation, they are a spark that will ignite new conflicts, test old relationships, and ultimately showcase Sally's intelligence, courage, and determination. As Genoa City watches, one thing is certain: Sally Spectra's life is about to change forever, and the ripples of this revelation will be felt across the city for weeks, months, and possibly even years to come. The excitement, suspense, and emotional intensity surrounding this storyline promise to make it one of the most memorable arcs in the Young and the Restless history. Fans will be glued to their screens, eager to see how Sally navigates this pivotal moment, confronts the consequences, and shapes her future in Genoa City.